All right, let's talk about how to use your brand logos. So you are here and you probably already have your logos ready to go. You just don't know how exactly to use them. So this is a guide, a quick guide for you to understand what are a couple of practices, best practices to use when using your logo. So you probably already have your primary logo and your secondary logo. So the primary logo is your main mark and should be used as often as possible to begin building familiarity with your audience. This is the mark that your audience should be connecting with your brand. And then you have the secondary logo, which gives you much more flexibility for logo usage in instances where your primary logo might not look legible if used at a certain scale. So here, if your logo is losing details when you're scaling it really, really small, let's say you're putting your logo into a little pin, and some details are getting lost, you probably want to use a secondary logo for that. So use it as needed, but use your primary logo as a default. And if it's getting lost, it's not getting across, people can't read your logo, use your secondary logo as a backup. And then colors. So if you have your color palette, you could totally use your logo in the different colors of your color palette. Stick with the hex codes that you were given. Don't go wild and use it in different colors. As a default, I always like to make sure that you have black, white, and then primary, secondary, tertiary colors just as a backup. And then your secondary logo as well have all the colors of your logo for that too. All right, do's and don'ts. So use the primary logo as a priority, like I said, and the secondary or the submark, if you have that, as alternatives. Always provide plenty of space around the logo. Make it really big or small. Just don't make it clutter, and I'll cover negative space in a second. And maintain a strong contrast between the logo and the background. So over here you're seeing this color and the white background. So always make sure that your logo is standing out and it has enough contrast in comparison to the background color. And then don't. So you see these are a little bit of extreme cases, but just a heads up, please don't get silly and do something weird with the logo. Don't rotate, stretch, crop, skew, or alter the logo. So whenever you're scaling your logo, make sure that you have the shift key in your keyboard down, and that will keep the same ratio of your logo. You just make it really big and small at the same ratio. Don't apply effects, things like drop shadows to the logo. Don't add anything in addition to the logo. The logo itself is already really powerful, so just be mindful when using it. Don't adjust the colors of the logo. Like I said earlier, if you have your brand colors, totally use it. But if you want to use it in other colors that are not within your brand colors, don't do it. And then don't abstract or add to the logo. So please don't add anything more to the logo. If you're thinking about adding, if I had Vero branding at the bottom here, that would be a don't. Keep the logo as it is. And if you need to add anything to anything at any point, add it to your design and not the logo. The logo itself should be what it is. And a negative space. So over here, just a very quick visual example for you of negative space and how I use it for logos in specific. So as you can see here, I have all these different shapes that are sort of like crowding the logo a little bit. It's going on top of it or being really close to it, and it's sort of like a mess. And if somebody is seeing this for the first time, it might look cool at first glance, but then it might look kind of unprofessional or cluttered, which is not what we want. So what I do is usually, if you're on Canva, for example, just make a square of the entire size of the logo height. So it would look something like this, and then find the middle. What is the middle of that height? And then just scale that square to that middle. And this is essentially the minimum size that I want you to put around your logo as a padding, just to make sure that we have a little bit of space to breathe around the logo. And then you can accordingly move any elements that are crowding the logo, outside of that padding, and it should be good to go. That's negative space in a nutshell. Yay! So go have fun. If you have any questions, I'm always here for you. Feel free to reach out.